Hello, I am Deepak Fadnis. As you may be aware, I have been translating the Abhangas of Saint Tukaram from Marathi into English. The intention is that there are so many people outside Maharashtra, outside India, who have only heard the name of Saint Tukaram, but they don't know how great he was, what kind of a love he had for God, and what kind of poetry he has written in Abhanga Gatha. It's so beautiful that I thought I must inform the whole world by translating it into English. I hope you will like my initiative. Today we are going to translate Abhangas 402 and 403. First I will recite the Abhanga in Marathi 402. उतरलो पार सत्य झाला हा निर्धार तुझे नाम धरियेले कंठी केली संसाराची तुटी आता नव्हे बाधा कोणेविषयी काही कदा तुका म्हणे काही आता उरले ऐसे नाही. This is a feeling of Saint Tukaram when he is very much satisfied. He has achieved the goal of crossing the Samsar Sagar, this material ocean. He has crossed it and he is very happy that he is saying Uttaralo Par. Then crossing this material ocean is very difficult because you have to realize that all your wealth, relatives, name, fame, desires and ambitions in this materialistic world belong to the domain of Maya. Maya, illusion. And Maya is very cunning. It keeps pulling you back from your path of God realization. In that way, God is testing whether you are really interested in God realization or you are not much able to come out of the bonds of Maya. So, the Maya is very cunning and you have to break your attachment to all these things like wealth, relatives and others to be able to cross the Maya. Now, Tukaram Maharaj is convinced that he has crossed this Maya ocean and he is describing his feelings in this Abhanga, what he feels after having crossed the ocean. Of course, this is a very beautiful Abhanga. Now let's see the translation. The first line, Uttaralo par satya jhala ha nirdhar. It is my true confirmation that my ambition to cross the Samsar Sagar has been fully achieved. I have definitely gone across and reached the other side, which is the spiritual goal, the achievement of the spiritual ambition. This is what I have succeeded, and that's the feeling he has expressed. Second line, तुझे नाम धरिले कंठी केली संसाराची तुटी. So how it has happened? What has been the trick? My attachment to the material world is over because I have been only chanting your name all the time. So it has happened because I have been chanting your name all the time, day, night, while eating, talking, sleeping, waking and walking and for any time, at anything when I am doing, I have your name, I am chanting your name all the time. You are in front of my eyes all the time. So the third line, Ata nave badha pune vishi kahi kada. So he says, now I am completely out of trouble. Now henceforth there will be no obstruction which can stop me or which can trouble me. This is the assurance, this is the confidence he has got, because once you have been across, once you have got God realization, then the complete Maya is over. You realize everything and then you have no fear. You have become the world, you have become the universe. Where is this question of fear? In the last line, he says, Tuka mane kahi ata urle aise nahi. Yeah, this is exactly the confirmation of what I said just now. In the end, Tukaram Maharaj says that there is nothing more that I have to achieve in future. Completely the goal has been reached. Now, it is very difficult to imagine this state of Maharaj or Tukoba as he is fondly called. We cannot believe that this world is unreal. Very difficult to believe. But a great scientist like Einstein has said that this world is an illusion, albeit persistent one. Which means he says this world is actually an illusion, but it is persistent, means it is long lasting, and because it is long lasting, see, after you sleep, you wake up again, you are in the same world, even after a year or 2 years or 10 years, you are in the same world. So that is persistent world, and that is why we find it impossible to believe that this is not real. And with his theory of relativity, he has clearly explained how the world is unreal. Now, further, the solid objects in this world are sensed by our senses. When we touch our finger to the mobile, we feel it is solid. When we hit the wall, we get pain in our hand, so it is solid. And this is what happens, the senses. Because of that, we really confirm that our feeling that the world is real. But the modern theories about the universe are confirming that everything, meaning all the 5 elements from which this world is made, Prithvi, Apa, Teja, Vayu, Akash, that is all the Panchamahabhutas, they are all produced by condensation of the energy coming from the sun. What is the energy coming from the sun? At the beginning of the earth, there were a lot of particles thrown by the sun. Basically, the particles were in the form of energy. They condensed and they became particles. So it is a condensation of light which has given rise to all these Panchamahabhutas, and the last Mahabhuta is Prithvi, so which became solid, and so we get feeling that the world is solid, the world is real. But the whole story is everything is nothing but condensation of light. Now, this is exactly what we get fooled because of the solids, especially, or the wind which comes on our cheeks. This is what makes us feel that world cannot be unreal. So, this Abhanga shows that Saint Tukaram has experienced all this as a result of his self-realization. He has realized that Maya is Maya because he is self-realized or God realized. I hope you liked my translation. And now we will go to the next Abhanga, that is Abhanga 403. क्रियामती हीन मी गा तुझे दीन देवा करावा सांभाळ वारी माझी तळमळ नको माझे ठाई गुणदोषक घालू काही अपराधाच्या पोटी तुका म्हणे घाली पोटी अपराधाच्या कोटी तुका म्हणे घाली पोटी. In this Abhanga, Saint Tukaram is pleading God for mercy. It's complete surrender. He has become desperate because he feels that he is not pure enough to receive God's ultimate blessing of giving darshan. He wanted to meet God, he wanted to see God, but he feels that he is not up to the mark. He has several vices, he has several bad qualities, he is not pure enough. So, meeting the God in a physical form is not possible for him to achieve on his own. So, he has a strong desire to meet God. So, he tells God to overlook his faults and protect him. Let's see the Abhanga, one line at a time. First line, Kriyamati Hina, Ekamiga Tuze Dina. Oh God, my life is without any good deeds. I have not done good deeds of any kind. And there is no intellect in me. I am not that sharp or very intelligent man. You can say that I don't have that subuddhi. I am basically a very unintelligent, probably very ordinary person. So what is it that I can tell you that you should bless me, you should give me darshan? What are the good qualities in me? Nothing. I am a very weak person and I am very depressed. But I am your servant. Lord, I am your servant. That is one thing I must tell you. And so he says, Deva karava sambhala vari maji talamala. So he says, God, please give me shelter, protect me. Please remove this sorrow from my mind. I feel so sad. Please remove this sorrow. Here we note that a true devotee gets so much interested, so much keen on seeing God that his heart becomes very sad and he carries this sorrow till he meets God. Now, which means a severe desire, a sincere desire, and a great desire can only take you to God. Unless you have a genuine desire, you cannot reach God. Because a part time attachment with God is not going to work. God will throw all kinds of attractions at you, and when you say that I don't want all this, God, I want only you, it is at that time that God will be convinced that it is only you that the devotee is seeking, and you will get God. I hope you like my translation. And this is the second line. We will go to the third line. Nako maze thai gunadosh ghalu kahi. Please do not let any new virtues or vices develop in me henceforth. So Tukaram Maharaj doesn't want virtues also. Why? He means that both of them are not going to take him to God. Only devotion he is longing for. So therefore no virtues required. Virtues give you heaven, but they don't reach you to God. But love and devotion will reach you to God. So the last line, अपराधाच्या कोटी तुका म्हणे घाली पोटी. Oh God, please be generous and forgive me from my bad deeds, even if they are in millions. I don't know how many times I have erred, how many times I have slipped, how many bad things I have done. I'm sure it will be in millions, countless. But you have all the power to forgive me and protect me. So I plead for your mercy, Lord. Please, please. So this is the end of the Abhanga. Did you like the translation? If yes, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening, and we will meet next time for Abhangas 404 and 405. Till then, see you. Bye.